Welcome back, one and all, to another very fantastic podcast of the episode of Solitude. My name is Jordan, and joined with me is two Z tier meme lords, Colm and can I say full names?
Well, you just did, so might as
Well,
well
I
commit.
just did.
Sam can edit if he wants.
Sam,
I don't really mind at this stage.
I really mind Sam. Make his name something like Hitler in the edit, please.
Please don't. Please don't. Please
and
don't. You have to say Sam's
Sam.
full name now. Sam.
Sam's full name.
Make something up. Make something up.
Sam
The
Hitler.
Lego guy.
The Lego guy on Flickr, man, that's it.
I also like how we introduce ourselves every single episode as if it's like the first time we're doing this.
Yeah, well, I wanted to call Sam Hitler, so
Okay, makes sense.
because
racist.
Yeah, we might lose listeners for that.
well, you know what? Good. I don't want him anyway. Yeah, no, well, it's because Sam's he got the name from his great grandfather. No, I'm sorry.
The man who killed Hitler, of course.
The man who killed Hitler. The man who shot Hitler, yeah.
So,
Anyways. No, we're here. We're talking Loki. We're talking some other crap. Colm saw a bad movie. He's gonna talk about it.
That's not bad.
It's a matter of your opinion, bro. I'll probably talk about some stuff I've been watching. I don't know what Sam's up to. Probably editing more memes of my escapades.
Sam went to the beach this week.
Sam did
I
go to the beach.
Yeah.
It was foggy.
So Sam can talk about that.
Yeah.
It was foggy. That's it.
So anyways, I think that's all the introductions necessary. So we're talking about what are we talking about? Loki.
Loki
the series finale, and I guess the series as a whole.
Yeah.
So spoiler free, Chuck. It's impossible to talk about the show without talking spoilers. So
Yeah, I think we've established that.
Correct.
So, but in case this is your first episode, look, probably go watch the show, or if you don't care, welcome aboard. But I say we just give a quick one-word review and then move to spoilers. I thought it was good. Calm.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but
Oh, one word.
oh no. Oh
One
wait,
word.
wait. Okay,
One
wait,
word.
wait. Can it
Word.
be 3 words? Can it
I'll
be
allow
4?
it. No.
Okay.
You can have
4?
3.
4 words.
You can
Okay.
3.
Okay.
And you've used 2 of them.
Locked potential.
See, now you've gone to 4. Okay, fine. Sam?
No, that was 3.
No, you said good, but...
No, I didn't say but. I literally
Yes,
said
no, you
locked
said
potential.
but. No, you said
No,
but.
no.
That's why I
Okay,
started
okay.
screaming.
Wait. Okay, then but isn't part of it. Good
You are
locked
on-
potential.
You
Good
are
locked
on...
potential are 3 words.
You are on thin ice, young man.
How many words does Sam get?
None. You've taken his.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
Sam.
You'll never
Sam-
find out what I thought.
We'll
Sam gets
never
no-
know.
Sam gets no opinion in this. The show is a
This is just you
dictatorship.
two talking for the rest of the
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Well,
You took it from him. You took his opinion quote
Sorry.
or whatever.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Because those 3 words are very important to me.
4, but yeah.
Sam can have buts. Buts can be Sam's words.
Yeah, Sam, what did you think of Loki? But.
but
Alright, so fine. Sam, we'll allow you a word. I did this to make it quick, and here we are. Fighting over. Anyways, Sam, what did you think of Loki? Use as many words as you like. I don't care.
yeah, it was alright. Dare I say
Oh, Sam,
good?
that was 3. That was 4.
Ligma.
What's that?
Well, you did it wrong, but it's a Ligma nuts.
You did it wrong. I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't think of it until I couldn't think of it until like I had already said. What I should have said was Ligia, I hardly know you.
Oh, this
That makes it even worse, Jordan. Jordan.
This is just look. I possibly have heat stroke from yesterday. It's fine.
Same.
Yeah, yesterday was so hot. I arbitrarily picked a date for me and my boys to just all go airsoft. 17th of whatever month it is, July. And yeah, then it was the hottest day ever recorded in Northern Ireland's history. So good one, Jordan.
Flame on.
Flame on is right.
Correct.
It's an actual miracle we didn't lose anyone to heat stroke. But anyways, so we're going to talk Loki spoilers.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Spoilers about Loki. So somebody get me up to speed. What happened in the last 5 episodes, really? Or
Wait,
episode
the
Well,
5?
Jordan,
five.
I have the perfect podcast to recommend you that goes over all of these.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Us.
It's not called Us. It's called a podcast of Solitude. All right, it's presented by us. All right, get it right.
It's like a real nerd podcast for nerds with nerds.
Oh, you'll love one of the guys on it. He's like a prawn, and he's
Oh.
a giant nerd.
Yeah. He lives in a
I
field.
don't. You understand? Literally nobody but us here understand that my Discord name is. No, that's it. But
Go on.
It has the word prawn in it.
it has the word prawn in it, and my PlayStation username has the word prawn in it. And yeah, okay, very
He's a
good.
nerd.
I'm gonna have to change my Discord name for security reasons now.
Sam, you have to put animations of prawns in this one.
I'm putting a screenshot of Jordan's Discord profile.
Oh, good. Everyone add him. Yeah, but that's good. If we get a lot of people randomly adding Jordan, then we know that we actually have committed listeners. Or
Yeah,
people
look,
who just
whatever.
listen to this one episode. Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly,
we're at the start of this thing, so hopefully nobody's turned off yet, like they will in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, who wants to go first anyway with this one?
Sam, why don't you go first since you went last with your one forward review?
Oh yeah,
but I've used up all my words for this episode.
I'll give you a few more.
No, you get more words for the segment. It's fine. You get at least 20, but we'll see how we go.
All right, I'm not keeping count, so that's up to you.
Well, I'll say at least. So, like, if you keep going, technically it's allowed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, no. I mean, he says at least, which means you have to say at least 20. If you say 10, you're not allowed to say. You're kicked out
Oh,
of the
that's
podcast.
better. That's better. You
Yeah.
cannot stop.
You must say 20.
19
Yeah,
is-
yeah. No pauses.
Yeah.
Okay.
19 or less, and we'll come to your house and beat you up.
I accept.
No.
I'm finding my house, but I accept.
All right. So I'm counting words. I'm counting words from the next word you say.
Okay. I thought the finale was pretty good. It was good. And that's it.
Oh, Sam. There was only,
13. Wow. Right.
Yeah, what?
Well,
and like 6 of them was. No wait.
the same.
Eight of them was. I thought it was.
Yeah. I have to pull out the big brain power. Figure it out.
Okay. I'll go next. I thought it was good. Like I enjoyed it, but I think I had higher expectations going into it, which is kind of understandable because I think with like any Marvel show with the season finale, so far like they've been pretty climactic.
Terrible. Oh.
Yeah, but also climactic.
Anyways, yeah, I thought it was good, but then again, my expectations were so long as it doesn't ruin the entire season, like the finale of Falcon and Winter Soldier did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In hindsight, they probably played it safe because they kind of left a lot of doors open, and also having it so there's season 2 next means that they didn't have to do too much in this one.
They
to leave
played
the
it
fans
safe, but
hanging out.
they also changed everything about the MCU.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we like the change that they've done? The multiverse official.
I mean, I feel like we haven't gotten a feel for it until Doctor Strange comes out.
Yeah, I agree.
And it also does confuse me as to what the multiverse was, because clearly is okay. So remember how at the start of the show I was very confused as to whether or not there was a multiverse or whether or not the timekeepers were keeping one time stream.
Yeah.
That really was never clarified to me.
I don't think it's clarified to anyone. I think they deliberately made it vague.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was vague or just badly thought out.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, honestly, I
but
still
it's,
don't understand most of it.
because it's
Um,
like on one hand we've got Lokis and a bunch of different Loki variants. Like we've got a female Loki, we've got a big arms Loki and a sports plane Loki, and you see all those other Loki variants. And then in the other episode we got old Loki, kid Loki, President Loki, um, black guy Loki, whatever his name, Bothful Loki, wasn't it? Yes.
Oh yeah.
yeah, boastful.
Yeah, you've got all these different Loki variants, and they're all pretty cool in their own right. And it's like, but this guy's keeping one time stream. So how is it that all these people look different if he's just keeping the one time stream? And I assumed at one point that it was because they look different because they're like deviating from the time stream, like them doing different things
Yeah.
was their Nexus events, but that seemed not to be the case when one of them was a female and got away with it for seemingly 10 years, and then one of them was an adult black male. And it's like, okay, so apparently that's not the case.
This is one of the most confusing time travel media I've like come across in like ages. It's quite
Because
it's quite Doctor Who in a way, but also is even more complicated.
yeah, I think that's just partially because they've involved a multiverse.
Yep,
Yeah, it just changes the whole
In
game, doesn't it?
yeah,
definitely.
in a plot where the whole idea is to keep a time stream from separating off, and I feel like maybe
Mm.
the writers or the editors lost the point where we were meant to get clued in on how it worked exactly, or maybe we just weren't. Maybe they just kept it relatively
Maybe we'll
vague.
find out in season 2. Yeah,
Maybe.
but
Like
yeah,
I've never heard a complaint like this though. This is the thing. I've never heard anybody else be as bothered with this as I am. So maybe I am just legitimately stupid.
no, I'm with you as well. I didn't really understand it. Yeah, interesting episode though. It was it was pretty much all dialogue compared to the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the majority of the show has been very dialogue heavy compared to like all other Marvel stuff ever.
Yeah.
But this one especially, I still think personally, I think my favorite one was episode 5. Maybe that's just because of all the you got to see all the Loki variants and stuff, and there wasn't
Yeah.
as much TVA to make us confused, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah. Will we talk about is it Jonathan Myers who plays him?
Oh, the highlight of the
Or-
episode.
Yeah. Is it with Myers or Majors? What's his name? Jonathan Majors. Yeah. Yeah. So you guys know that he's Kang, by the way, yeah? Or he a variant of
Cool.
Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just checking. Yeah. Because I don't think that was actually I'm not sure if that was gonna like confirm this week or anything.
Oh no,
I think it was confirmed
it
like
was
pretty
confirmed.
recently.
It was confirmed that that same actor is going to be Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then there's lots of references in the show that he is Kang.
Yeah.
I wasn't 100% sure till he said something, or was it even said something?
The Conqueror. He said.
No, it
he
wasn't
calls-
that. It was something else that tipped me off. Oh, it was the fact he said he was from the 31st century. But I
Oh,
was
fair. Yeah.
because the Conqueror
Yes.
was vague, but
Yeah. I don't
Same,
think.
'cause that's the only thing I know about Kang in the comics, that he's from the 31st century. I know
Yeah,
very little
yeah.
about his comics backstory.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm curious to see. Like, I'm guessing most of his character will be a different variant of his character from now on. But I also
yeah.
don't know if they're going to. Okay, I'm good. I'll jump to the end real quick. But I don't know
dare
if like Loki is in a parallel universe now, or
Mhm.
if he's in a different.
Or if they've just changed time.
Yeah. So I don't know whether where Loki is now, if it's a different variant of Kang ruling it, or if it's the variant that we just saw, but like a different point in time, like a different branch of time or whatever from the current
Mhm.
timeline. But we'll come back to that in a bit, I think. Do you guys want to talk about much about the conversation they had, or anything to do with Miss Minutes whenever they walked in, or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of a mistake on Tara Strong's part to be like, "Oh, Miss Minutes is involved in something deeper," because then when that happened, it wasn't really a surprise.
Yeah.
But
I didn't even know about that, but yeah, okay.
okay, well, yeah, you got it. But yeah, no, I mean, one thing I did find interesting about that whole thing was at the start. You see, there's actually statues. Like, there's 4 statues of the timekeepers, but there's
Mhm.
only 3 timekeepers, and one of them is toppled. And I'm very, very curious how that's like what that's meaning to indicate.
I don't think I saw that, or I don't think I caught onto that. That's
It was just
interesting.
just before the elevator. There's 4
Yeah,
statues, all of them facing like the tile floor, and
yeah.
one of them's toppled, and the other 3 is the timekeepers we've already seen, as far as I can make out.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Oh,
Which
okay.
was
Maybe
interesting
the
to me.
fourth is the one who remains.
See, I assumed so, but then once we got his backstory and it wasn't like, oh, there were 4 of us and I killed the other 3. It was just I made them up.
True.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
why
yeah,
Yeah.
is there 4 statues then?
yeah.
But maybe it's just a hinky detail. I don't know.
Decorative purposes. Yeah, yeah. Whatever.
It's thought they look cool.
Yeah. Um, there was a lot of. I think for me there was a lot of just like back and forth talking with. I feel like I should call him Kang, but that's probably not right. But Kang variant. There was just a lot of like back and forth talking about you're lying. Wait, no, you're not. Yeah, you are. Like after we actually found out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which I get was like build up the tension. It was also just a bit like there wasn't anything going on, and it was a little. It was a bit. It felt like for an episode that wasn't even that long. It felt quite long, just because of all the dialogue, I guess. Um, I mean, honestly, I believed him after he told the story. I was like, yeah, that seems pretty legit after watching the show. I think he'd be lying
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. I mean, I thought so too. You know, Sylvia was always that angrier character, so especially when she was like, "Well, no, we came here to kill him. That's what I'm gonna do."
Yeah,
And Loki was like, "I don't think so." That's when I was like, "Oh, okay, this guy's probably
yeah,
telling the truth."
yeah. It was also a lot of information kind of thrown at us at once. So we got his whole backstory, and then we got the fact that he knew everything that was going to happen, and then all of a sudden he was like, "Oh wait, we've just passed that point in time where I don't know everything is going to happen," and
Yeah,
that all happened like really fast.
which is weird too. I mean, yeah, because if they didn't kill him, then he'd have to go ahead and be like, "Well, I guess I don't know what's gonna happen for the rest of the time or what to do with it." Like,
Yeah,
what would he have
yeah,
done
yeah,
then?
yeah. Exactly. Yeah,
Well, wasn't the plan if they didn't kill him that they were going to take his place? So then
Oh,
they
yeah,
have to
sorry,
figure
you're
that
right.
out.
Yes, 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 yes. Right, right, right. Of course, yes.
I
See, this is why
apologize
you're
for
here.
speaking. I know I used up my words already, but
Yeah.
wait. But what if they decided to not kill him and they also didn't want to take his place? Is that a possibility, or was that just
he,
not a choice?
well, it wasn't a choice.
Well,
But
he said that, but I mean, they did nothing but defy him so far. So,
yeah, yeah,
but obviously not a major concern in the end. No, I thought it was
yeah.
cool. I mean, the guy was a bit wacky, and I know that's kind of a trend with supervillains these days is to make
Yeah,
them wacky, and that seems more threatening.
I think that's
Um,
kind of how Kang is as well in the comics. Is it? Or he's kind of more on
ah,
the jokey side?
anytime I've seen him in like cartoons or whatever, he was the pretty generic, or the reward will be mine, Avengers. Nah.
Oh, okay.
He
But I could
usually
be wrong.
fights the young Avengers, doesn't he, in the comics?
Um, I I don't know.
That's how I
I
found out about him originally, like
I think
ages ago.
Oh,
he's had his fair share of fighting both sets of Avengers because he is very time travel.
mm, mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like his personality though. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was pretty Marvel. He
But see,
seems
then
quite very Guardians of the Galaxy in my opinion.
yeah, but then the thing is, that's not Kang the villain. That's another variant of Kang.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
what's really interesting about this, right? This was like the Thanos reveal of 2012, where we saw Thanos' face and realized, oh, that's going to be a problem later.
Mhm.
This is the equivalent to that, except it's a 45-minute episode as opposed to a
Yeah,
2 minute scene at the end of Avengers. Well, not even 2 minutes, it must have been 30 seconds.
yep.
Um, And the interesting thing about it is that we haven't actually seen Kang the Conqueror that's going to do all this bad stuff. We've seen a variant of him
Yep.
that's just some dude. And I think that's cool that in a way we haven't even seen him yet.
I agree. Yeah.
But we've
Yeah,
seen
I
a
like that
version
a
of
lot.
him. We've seen a version of him that fears a possible variant of himself enough to
It's a
hand
bit
over
like
the power he has. Yes.
it's a bit like backwards Harrison Wells, where you got like the really threatening best version of the character, but then you went backwards and got like all the jokey ones. Whereas in this case, we're getting the jokey ones to begin with, and we're
It's
still waiting
also
on like the best version.
it's also backwards in the sense that the Flash was bad and this is pretty good.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I like the Flash as a kid, but like you look back and you realize the amount of times like Barry should have just punched people at super speed and ended an episode. It's like, okay.
yeah. I mean, I still enjoyed the first 2 seasons. I'll still, I'll still hold, I'll still say they're good, but
I mean, you're
just
wrong,
stepped
but
up
you're
a
allowed
lot.
to say it. It's in your word quota.
Season 1 was good. Season
No,
1 was good. It was
no,
generic, but it was good.
bad.
It being generic, does that make it good though?
Not necessarily, but in their case, I thought it went well with the
I think
character
there's
anyway.
just I just think that the problem with the Flash is that every hero character is a complete moron.
A little bit.
Like it's just the fact that like take Iceman for example. What's his name? Captain Frost or what? Captain Cold. Captain Cold.
Captain Frost.
Yeah, look, I don't remember. He's not. He's a worse version of Mr. Freeze. All right, who cares? But no, what do you call it? Like, there's that one scene where he comes into the building and his gun is lowered, and a cop that was walking the museum is like pointing a gun. At least I think it's a museum, or maybe it's a bank or something. But this cop is like pointing a gun at him, like has the gun drawn on him, and he just makes some threatening statement like "Leave or I'll kill you," and the cop just leaves. And it's
That
like
tracks.
you could have shot him in a split second if he went to lift that gun. And then you were behind him. You were behind. He just let you leave without turning around. And then the amount of times Flash could have just come in and punched him in the head and dealt with the thing, but he didn't. He ran around enough and was like, "Oh, oh no, I've been nice. I've been nice, boys. Cisco, buddy, I've been nice, man. What am I gonna do? I'm the fastest man alive, man. I can't be nice, man. It make me slow, man." And then, you know, but then other times you see him fast enough to like catch bullets coming out of guns, and you
Yeah.
cannot have both of those things happening in the same show. I'm sorry.
Yet they do.
I don't like it. I do not like it. I
I
think
don't
Anyway,
see
back to
myself going
Loki.
back to watching it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't see myself going back to watching it. I see myself going to watch Superman and Lois though, because that looks really good, and that's what CW.
we'll ever be able to.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You got a problem.
We'll find something online.
Not illegally, we will not, because this podcast is an upstanding example to the citizens of Metropolis.
Have
True.
we said that?
I just did.
We're the illegal podcast.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good to know.
nice. Fun. All right, well, I'm going to go
Fun.
get my Colt gun and rob a museum or something.
Anyway, back to Loki. Yeah, so we've touched on Kang. I liked the fight between Loki and Sylvie. I think that was my favorite part of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
But then it got weird because then she kissed him and then she pushed him away and then she just straight up killed Kang. That all happened within like 2 minutes.
Why was that weird?
Because she kissed him and then killed him on.
What, you've
I
never
failed
kissed
to
a
see
woman
the
and
issue.
then, you've never kissed a woman and killed a man?
What's the problem here,
Se-
fellas?
seemed forced, but yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like she knew she could play to his weaknesses in that sense because she knew he liked her.
I feel like
Um,
her character has been a lot more consistent than Loki's character throughout the show.
That is
I-
fair.
Yeah. Like I do like the way that she was, even though I said that it was like long and drawn out, the way it was like she kept saying he was lying. I also thought it was like good for a character because that is something that a Loki would do. It's just
Mhm.
like question everything. But yeah, it's even like I don't know how long like the time stream of this whole show has been, but if you do look back to Avengers and see like the way Loki acts, it is completely different. And I know we have touched upon that and said like he has developed as a character throughout the show, and I see that, but even then they are it's massive change.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I do feel like Loki became very trustful very quickly, which isn't a very Loki thing.
I suppose, but at the same time, I much prefer that and watch that
Yeah,
than
oh
just
yeah.
watching 2012 Loki. I agree that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but also if we were just watching him like screaming about taking over Manhattan and gouging eyes out or whatever he was up to in that movie,
Okay,
then
okay.
you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
funny thing. Somebody sent me a scene from Avengers. Yeah, somebody sent me a scene from Avengers where he's talking to Black Widow.
Yeah, I know
And
the one where he's
he like
inside the prison
yeah, he's
and
inside the
he's like
prison and he like
threatening Clint and everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
watched that very
and
recently. Yeah.
his words are something along the lines of like, "I'm gonna make Clint kill you slowly, and then I'm gonna wake him up just in time to see what he's done, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill him." And he
Yeah.
delivers it like so threateningly and horrifyingly.
Yeah.
And then the same guy that sent me that says, "And in 2 weeks he's joking around with Owen Wilson and being a good guy," and it's like, oh
Yeah, and yeah, and like
yeah,
making blankets from thin air. Yeah.
I mean, literally like 10 minutes before he gets picked up. Well, not 10 minutes, but like that same day almost, he rips out a guy's eye in Avengers as well.
yeah,
and he kills Phil.
that is true. He does kill
Yeah.
Fulcrus.
Yeah.
Nobody cared
apparently,
because it turns out he still lived.
who apparently Nick Fury was so attached to that they made brain surgeons do brain surgery on him back to life.
Yep.
I
Or whatever.
forgot. I forgot Agent of Shield is a thing.
Yeah,
Well,
so did
apparently
everyone
Remember
there's
else.
that?
debate on whether or not it's canon. So
Sorry, what?
yeah.
Really?
Didn't know about that.
Huh.
I'm not surprised because it is like the most forgettable Marvel thing so far, except for the Inhumans.
So forgettable that Disney doesn't want you to know about it.
Yeah. I don't think Agents of Shield is. Oh no, it would be Disney to be fair. It's Disney on it. I wasn't. I don't know how the rights work or anything anymore.
Disney
Yeah.
bought everything. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Agents of Shield is all on Disney Plus now,
It
which is a
is.
great excuse for me to go watch the rest of it, which I will not.
Yeah, Agents of Shield isn't officially canon, same way that the Marvel shows aren't canon anymore. Like the Disney, not the Disney,
Oh yeah, Netflix.
the
Yeah.
Netflix Marvel shows aren't canon anymore.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Which is the worst idea they've ever had.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed. Agreed.
Daredevil season 2 or 3 was the best part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and now it's gone.
I agree.
But anyways,
Yes. Is there anything else that happened like big this episode?
Nothing big. We got some more Owen Wilson screen time, I guess.
No,
But
jet ski. No
no
jet ski.
no Jesse. That yeah. It must have, I think everything on the TVA that we saw in this episode was just like set up for next season, I guess. You had
Yeah.
whatever her name is, showing the other agents like their variants or whatever, or that Renslayer isn't
yeah, that was
who
my
she says she
favorite.
is.
My
Stuff
just
like that.
I mentioned this earlier when you said your favorite part of the show was the fight between them. That scene
Yeah.
was my favorite part of this episode.
Okay. Fair.
Really?
Yeah, I just thought it was really cool the way she tricked them into following her, but then tricked them into going to a specific place where like her point would be proven. I thought that was neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like she was an underused character in the season, but she'll be a lot bigger in season 2.
Yeah, possibly.
And Owen Wilson didn't really do much. He argued with Renslayer a bit, and then Renslayer got away. That was it.
Pretty much.
But yeah, it did get to the point about halfway through the episode where you realized, okay, yeah, they're setting up for like this episode is going to be inconclusive by the end.
Yeah, you realize at a certain point there is no time left for a resolution.
Yeah,
There's 5 minutes left, and that's gonna be the credits. Something's
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
excited for season 2, both of you?
I'm interested, like curious. I don't know if I'm not excited. I wouldn't say I'm excited. Like I'm not going to be like counting down the days till it gets released. But I'm curious to see what'll happen, especially if it's going to hold a big enough impact that will like affect the whole MCU.
I'm very, very curious will it come out like next year and be a yearly thing? Or
Yeah, I don't know because it's only 6 episodes, I guess. So.
well, it's only 6 episodes, but the other thing is if they have the Marvel Universe planned out around this, and they had planned for like Ant-Man and the Wasp to come out before Loki.
Yeah.
Which I guess could have planned in advance for season 2. Like I'm just curious when the next season will be out. Like will we see Kang next in season 2 of Loki, or will we see him next in Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Oh, good point. Good
We
point.
might
Yeah.
see him in what do you call it, Doctor Strange first.
Big true.
Because keep in mind, Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming out in 2 years' time, not next year.
Oh yeah.
True. Also,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very possible
Probably
we'll
then.
see. I haven't followed the rumors, so if anyone has seen yes or no, don't like tell me if I'm right.
I'll tell
We
you.
could also we could also see Doctor Strange in Spider-Man 3. I think that's a big possibility.
Oh yeah, did you
so-
see the trailer? He's in it.
No trailer released, you mop.
You hesitated. You hesitated.
I did think for a second, is there a trailer? But no. But yeah, if it was in a trailer, I wouldn't care. But no, I just he could be sooner than we think.
I mean, the everything that this has opened up does make the theories that Toby and Andrew are going to be returning in their roles for the Spider-Man
That-
movie a lot more credible now, doesn't it?
That
Yes.
Yeah, that's big true. Yeah, I didn't even think about that thought actually. Yeah.
That's literally my first thought
Yeah.
after the end. It was like, hang on.
Yeah, as long as Disney pay them enough, which they have no reason not to.
They have infinite money. Like,
They do. Yeah.
They have, you know how they have the Batman credit card from Batman and Robin just says forever? It's like you open up the balance on the bank account and it just says all of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Some
Anything
good points being
else
made.
to say about this episode?
I don't think there's anything else about this
Ren
episode.
Slayer's off on a wee adventure.
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of her character, to be honest, the whole way throughout the show. I thought she was just like
She was very underdeveloped.
underdeveloped, and also she just got in everyone's way.
I also didn't really know what she was about ever.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was very unclear to me
it-
where she stood on anything.
Okay, I didn't mind her at first, but once we found out that she didn't know what was going on, but she still chose to get in people's way for no reason, that's whenever she got annoying.
Yeah.
Like whenever she was like, "Yeah, I have to find out what's going on before them, therefore, like, they're my enemy."
I was very confused at the fact that, like, she says, I'm going to go and find answers. And then we didn't see her at, no, it's like we didn't see her at the Timekeeper stronghold, so where'd she go? Because that's where the answers are.
Oh yeah.
Wherever
Oh,
Miss Minutes told her to go. In those
Oh, did
files.
did she? Okay.
yeah,
Sure.
but that also sounded like a dead end. I don't know. That was the part where Miss Minutes was like, "Yeah, you should go here instead. This is where he wants you to go."
Oh, that's right. Somebody else programmed it. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay.
But interesting. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Imagine he just sends her to some cesspit like Portadown. Like she just winds up in some Northern Irish
Portadown.
town, like in the middle of Northern Ireland, and is like,
Bundoran.
it's something Bundoran, and it's like, well, I see a surfboard shop.
Brady. Oh man.
Pretty. Jesus, is the timekeeper in Fanad Lighthouse by any chance? Oh, only.
Oh, you just hear
Anyways.
people rapping in the background, doing donuts.
Oh yeah, those people weren't in the car, by the way. So I got talking to Dad after that, and he told me it was 3 people on a quad. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was
think you
three
said in the
people on a
chat.
quad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, but for the sake of the
Oh
podcast.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm cutting that
Um,
out because it's going to ruin my beautiful work of art that I made.
No, it's fine. Leave it in.
You don't get to decide that.
I mean, look, I also wasn't wearing a Batman mask, so in theory, nor were
We
any
didn't
of
know
those.
that. We weren't with
Nor
you in
what?
person.
Well, then how do you know it wasn't? Okay, sure. Look, whatever. Anyways, unless we have anything else to say about Loki, let's move on to what we've been watching and stuff.
Yeah.
Recommendations or just
Recommendations. Things we're filling our brains with.
Want to go first?
Okay, so we're 100% done with Loki, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
sure
I
we
think
are.
so.
All right. Well, Colm, you're the only one not to start a thing this week. So why don't you go first and tell us what you've been up to?
All right, cool. Yeah. So I saw Black Widow in cinema this week, and I enjoyed it. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like it going in because I knew you got like really mixed reviews. Um, the it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't the best Marvel movie. It was definitely one of the weaker ones, but it was still a fun Marvel movie for me anyway.
Okay.
I think yeah. So I don't really want to go into spoilers as well, so I'm trying to think what to say. There's a whole intro to it at the beginning. This is like slightly spoilerish, but not really. There's a whole intro to it at the beginning, and we get to see her like as a child, and um, then like being recruited by the Russians or kidnapped nearly by the Russians and being trained and everything like that. And then, like personally, I thought it would be like really cool to actually see her going through all that, and for them to make a whole movie about her like training to be a Black Widow. But instead, we saw like the majority of all that stuff that happened like in the intro sequence, which Marvel haven't done since the Incredible Hulk, I think.
That
There
movie
hasn't
everyone
been like
loved.
you haven't even seen that. Though. I still enjoy that movie, but like it's not really something that they do. It's like very Tobey Maguire Spider-Man as well, where they kind of like tell the stories through the whole intro. Um, Fair enough, but the story, the actual movie itself, it kind of like it took a while to like kind of get into the story and to figure out what was going on. Like there was a lot of setup at the beginning, and then you kind of figure out what's going on, and you're like, okay, this is where they're going. And it's not really, although it's a Black Widow movie, it's not like you don't always feel like she's the center character. There's kind of like a few main characters in the movie. And probably the main reason for that also is to just kind of like get a good setup to pass the Black Widow mantle onto, which they make like really clear by the end of it. Red Guardian is in it, played by the guy who plays
David
Jim
Harbour.
Hopper. Yeah. Oh, David. Yeah, David Harbour. Yeah, that's it. Stranger Things. And he's pretty good. He's pretty funny. And all the cast are very good actually. They're all really good actors. Who's the other Black Widow agent who
Tell
plays?
you.
Florence Pugh.
That's it, Florence Pugh. She's very very good in it. Yeah. I mean, also this is probably slightly spoilerish, but not really. But yeah, it kind of seems like they're passing on the mantle of Black Widow to her, which which I'm down for, to be honest. But yeah, it was it was quite a filler movie, but at the same time it's kind of enjoyable. Like the place in the timeline was like weird as well. It's kind of like around Civil War. So at the end, it's kind of like it's a part of Civil War where Steve's team all get arrested, and then she goes
So
to
right
and
after.
then Yeah, right after. And then she goes into exile, and we don't see her for a while until Infinity War. And yeah, then she dyes her hair blonde, and that and that's also shown in the movie, which checks out. So yeah, it's a lot of setup. I think. Yeah, can I touch on spoiler thing in the post credits?
Yeah, what the hell? I don't care.
Okay.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
so post credits is her Florence Pugh visits or Natasha's grave, and then what is the woman's name in Falcon Winter Soldier? Is it Valentina who talks to U.S. agents?
The doll with the blue streak down her head. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Agatha Harkness kind of personality one. Her.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? It's
Okay. Anyways, just keep going. Assume we agreed with you and just keep it
But
up.
they get the name wrong.
I get the
Like,
Harkness, as in the woman from
yeah.
WandaVision.
Like, do you know, yeah, like that kind of personality, where like she seems like really suspicious and like
Sure.
really bubbly. But
Why not?
did I get the name? Is it like Valentina?
No. You've got the name right. I don't see it. But anyways, keep her up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, she comes at the end and she's like, "I have a target for you. If you want to find the man that killed your sister, here he is." And she pulls out tablets. His picture of Clint Barton.
Lol.
All right.
So she's
Yeah.
a terrible liar then. Great.
Yeah, she's a manipulator. I think like
I mean,
they've already kind of established that.
not wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's gonna be
Clint
interesting setup.
did kill her in that he didn't do anything to not make her kill herself. You know, he could have just jumped off the edge first, right?
I'm pretty sure he tried to several times.
He
Yeah,
definitely
but it's
did.
bad.
That was an
In
entire
fact,
scene.
he did jump off the cliff first, and she stopped him.
Yeah, if he were better, he would have killed himself sooner.
Yeah, if he was better, he shot himself in the head and made her jump off anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah. That's it anyway. That's all I really have to say about the movie.
Cool.
Would you recommend it?
For a fun watch, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
too much of a
definitely.
caveat. I'm officially against it.
Like if you want a fun Marvel movie, then yeah, go for it. It's not, but the only reason I wouldn't recommend it is like it's probably one that you don't necessarily need to watch for the whole MCU. But
I'm sorry. I'm just okay. Well, I guess that's our cover photo for.
Yeah, I mean, also I'll be honest, I enjoyed it a lot more than Loki episode 6, but also I guess that's not difficult because it is like an actual movie as well. But yeah, there you go. That's my sum up of that.
I'm still against women being in movies, so I won't watch it.
That's been cut.
Jordan's Jordan's a chronic sexist.
Chronic sexist. I could have said. I was very disappointed when I found out sex was real, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought women were just a meme.
Well, you thought it was a myth?
I thought it was a myth, and I thought women were a meme. And I went outside and saw people wearing skirts and that had long hair. What the hell, guys? Alright, Sam, you been watching anything this week?
No, I don't think so.
You just rewatched Inside another 15 times?
I didn't actually. I meant to.
It's where you said you were like binging a show some time ago.
Oh yeah, I finished that.
What
2
was
weeks
that?
ago. It was Last Kingdom on Netflix, which is fine.
Cool.
Not much to say about it, really. I watched the first 2 episodes of the 3rd season of Marvel's Runaways, which was fine.
Oh.
I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep watching it, and then when I'm done, but I know it's been cancelled, so I'm afraid the ending will be probably garbage.
But when you're done, Sam, you can watch The Inhumans.
No.
I still think we should group watch the Inhumans at some point.
I agree.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Along with the chat, I think. So I was talking. We had talked about this, but maybe for next week we do the first Transformers movie because I know we were
Yep.
talking about. I know we were talking about going through them together, through
Yep.
better or worse.
Oh no! Don't make me watch those garbage films.
I'm gonna make you put some trash.
But no, the first one isn't that bad. The
I
first
don't
one's
think
watchable.
I don't think it's good, but I think it's watchable.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't hate.
The,
I
the,
don't
the
hate
other
watching it,
two, or
but I
the
wouldn't
rest are
watch
just like memes. Yeah, like especially 2 and 3 are like they're just kind of atrocious.
I think 4 was maybe the worst thing I've ever sat through. But that is partially because a small child was kicking my seat for the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Well, John, by that logic, Avengers Endgame is the worst movie I've ever watched. So, like,
Oh,
you know.
do you want to share that? I realized I should be talking
No.
about this week. You should share that story sometime when you want to see Avengers Endgame because it is legitimately the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I don't think I've heard it.
Uh,
Do you want to get
Have you
into it? I think maybe next
No.
week we should like lead with it.
okay, do that.
Just
Okay.
so that people actually listen because nobody's listening at this point.
Okay.
Build up the hype.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should do an episode of like cinema experiences.
Oh yeah, that could be
Yeah.
fun. Because we have no
Um,
Marvel to talk really right now. Anyway, so
True.
No, thankfully, kind of marveled out.
I should also watch In the Heights. Wait, do you guys like musicals?
Nope.
Oh, man.
Also-
Maybe not then.
Also, us every
There's-
week. Call and watch Inside.
True, actually, true.
Look,
It's not a
exceptions to every
musical
rule.
though. That's just yeah.
Exceptions to every rule. It's
Fine,
Yeah.
fine.
My girlfriend refuses to watch it because she thinks it's a musical.
Oh no.
Wait, your girlfriend doesn't watch musicals?
No, she
She studies music.
despises them.
What?
She despises
boy.
musicals.
Really?
Even though she just got her degree in music
That's hilarious.
Gee,
and is like the best violinist in Northern Ireland. Yeah,
gee.
Unbiased opinion coming in.
unbiased
There
opinion.
you
Yeah. Okay, she's not that good, but you know what I mean. She's pretty great. She actually has something
Don't let
like.
her hear you say that.
No, it's a trap. You've let me into a trap. I'm gonna tell her the podcast ended and definitely don't start listening to it ever. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, musicals. No, don't care. What I have been watching though is on a weekly basis is the new season of Rick and Morty, and we finally got season 2 of Harley Quinn here in the UK. So I watch a new episode of each of those every Monday.
Huh. Where do you watch?
Bad as they look.
Where do you watch Rick and Morty?
Channel 4 app.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also-
cool. Oh, really?
for
I didn't
free.
realize it was. Oh, nice. I'll check it out there.
Yeah, yeah, it
Oh,
just pops
cool,
up
cool,
for free. And you can pay to get rid of ads or whatever. But like, if you're happy to sit
Okay.
through the occasional ad break, then no biggie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about Harley?
Yeah, I
Where's
was gonna say Harley Quinn really good.
same as.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Ah.
will watch neither because anime shows are for kids, and I'm a grown adult. I'm very smart.
Sam, no, you
You're
aren't.
just jealous that your IQ isn't high enough to understand Rick and Morty, is what you are.
Yeah.
True.
Yes,
I'm so dumb. I
yeah,
stopped
actually-
watching it.
Pickle Rick is one of the most like intelligent planes. It's on a completely different level of what I've ever watched ever. Pickle Rick is just one of the most ingenious ever written pieces of media.
You should end the podcast in mid sentence there, but like just long enough in that they knew what he was going to say.
Yeah, yeah,
And it just cuts to silence. And it just ends.
yeah.
I might do that.
By the way, that was a joke for legal purposes.
What legal purposes?
They might sue
Oh yeah,
us.
we're in a legal. We're in a legal.
Oh, that's right, we're
podcast.
illegal.
Oh,
Yeah, they can try to sue us.
Go for
Just
that.
ignore the letters. That's how it works, by the
Yeah.
way. If you just ignore letters when you're being sued, they can't touch you.
Yeah, that's true. It's the
Legal
same
advice.
with when they call you to do jury duty. If you just ignore the letter, nothing happens. Anything else to talk about for this week?
Nope. Oh, Harley Quinn's
Nothing.
pretty good. Rick and Morty's still pretty good.
Okay,
Cool,
so
cool,
both are
cool.
bad. Got it.
Do you actually not like Rick and Morty?
Wait, Sam, I actually thought you watched Rick and Morty.
No, I have not anymore. I stopped like 2 seasons ago, I think.
Oh.
In part because I got bored, and in
Like-
part because the fan base was pissing me off too much.
It got too intelligent for Sam. He couldn't
Yeah, it
understand it.
No lie.
That is
It's
fair.
true.
That is fair. It does have a miserable fan base.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyways, what else? No, look, I think that is us for the week. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening.
Oh, you, Jordan. Wait. If you're watching stuff on Channel 4, just watch, or even actually Netflix for that matter, just watch Community.
I might.
Actually, I can't remember if Community's on 4 or not. It's definitely on Netflix though, because that's just by the
Yeah.
same guy that writes Rick and Morty. So
I might. We'll see.
Yeah.
I kind of
Cool.
been more tempted to start the IT crowd because that looks really funny.
no, Community. IT Crowd is hilarious. Like, it's one of my favorite shows, but I'd still recommend Community. Definitely.
I might.
No,
Also,
IT Crowd is one of the shows like I probably quote to people the most actually. I know like so many of their jokes just like word for word.
sorry, Sam. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, to Jordan, I watched 2 episodes of the IT Crowd before I quit, and I watched 6 seasons of Community, and I rewatched it again. There you go. My thoughts on the 2.
Well, you know what I did, Sam? I watched Inside. So therefore,
Oh,
I have good taste.
I watched Inside too.
Uh huh.
I watched this day too.
Which
Just 5 minutes.
Which doesn't count.
No. No, it doesn't. Anyways, we've been the Solitude
PCOS.
PCOS. We have been the
The
PCOS.
PCOS. Or the PCOS. The PCOS.
Why are you
podcast.
making podcast 2 words? It's one word.
Okay,
We're the
with the
POS.
POS.
The
POS. This is a
Yeah.
sushi.
Places of
Solitude.
Science.
no, see, solitude's the real word. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
science.
that's stupid.
Science.
People of
Um,
science.
People of
Stupid.
servitude.
People of.
So, anyways, it's been
It's been fun.
it's been fun.
Yeah.
We've been the Solitude of Podcast. Thank you very much for episoding to another listen.
I'll see you next week. See you week next.
Well, next see will you week.
Yeah.
If we all don't die of a stroke.
Social us on Fine Media.
Socialist on Fine Media.
No, social us.
I thought you said socialist as well.
No, social us on Fine
Socialist.
Media. 'Cause it's the same with the
Socialists
swap
on
words.
all Russian media.
I've been doing this for weeks and only now we're catching on to it. Anyways, find us on Instagram at the Podcast of Solitude. Gmail is the same, except it's just podcast of solitude at gmail.com. Also, we might be leaving Podbean just because it seems like there's a lot more traffic on YouTube. And well, are you all right?
I think the stroke's real.
I think we should actually call an ambulance.
Podbean.